Hi, Facebook. Hi, YouTube. Hi, YouTube. Hold on. Okay, there you go. All right, hold on, guys. Okay, the star comment is at the top if you want to see it, because I'm going to pin the Cash App comment. Okay, so I am making Doritos chicken casserole. That's what I'm calling it. There was no name. So if you want to find it, you can follow it on here and do what my video says. But if you want to see the actual recipe, there's a guy, you guys might follow him. His name is Russ Lee, Russlee, space Lee. Okay, Russ Lee, he's cool. He says, he's always like, when it tastes so good, or he'll say, you knew it was coming at the end when he puts the cheese on. Or he'll say, you knew it was coming, but this time it's early, when he puts the cheese on earlier in them. So his name is Russ Lee. He's cool. Like in the video, he has on a blue Doritos shirt. Okay? A blue Doritos shirt. Okay? So, it's on Facebook Cooks. If you're not following me there, you can look up Facebook, spell it all the way out, Cooks with an S. And you can join. You can take a picture of written recipes and post it. If you find one on Facebook or somewhere else and it gives you the option to share to Facebook or a group, you can share it. Okay? If you're going to make a recipe on there, I'd comment dinner tonight. What it does, if it's way down in there, it pop it right to the top. And then after dinner tonight, when you're done, take a picture, click reply to your comment dinner tonight, and post the picture you took. Okay, you don't have to, but it's just so we can see what you make. Also, you can post the pictures to your basic timeline as well as the Facebook Cooks. But type dinner tonight, that way we can see what you're eating. Plus, it pops the recipe up to the top. Okay? So you can find it. Okay? Now, if you look it up, the name that I said, you're not going to put that in and just find it. You might be able to put Doritos in and find it, but you might find a whole lot of different recipes. Just put in Russ Lee, Russlee, space between the two. And you'll see any recipes that have been shared to this group by him, probably mostly by me. And look for the ones that have the blue bag of Doritos. Okay, with him wearing a blue Doritos shirt. Okay, and you will see it. The first comment there says dinner tonight, and it'll have my picture of what it turned out to be. So that's how you'll know. Because after I make it, I'll be posting the picture there too. Okay? Okay, so let's start out. It's a casserole, so the oven is preheating to 350. I think it's done, but it's preheating to 350. Okay? Shredded chicken. I use the rotisserie. Let's break that up because it was in the refrigerator for about an hour. Because I broke it up again. It's a little bit more than probably he put in, but he probably didn't have as many people eating it. We are going to use Alfredo sauce. He used, if you wanted to use like a Alfredo garlic or Alfredo cheesy something else, not just the regular one, you can. Okay? It's a 16.9 ounce bottle. Okay? Not all of them are that way. Most of the normal ones are only 15 ounces or 14 ounces, something like that. They've got some that are 22, some that are different other, but the basic ones are 15, okay? Now, I could not find a 16.9, so I just got a big one that was a little bit bigger. This is Prego. Okay, I like the Prego spaghetti sauce. It is 22 ounces, which is pretty okay because he says 10 ounce. Well, it says party size on his bag too, but he only uses 10 ounces of it. The party size is a 14 and a half ounce. 14 and a half ounce. But he says only use 10 ounces. But if you got more people to feed, you can use the whole bag, which I am going to. And if you have more people where you need more than 4, you want to double it like 20 ounces, you can get one of these and one of the regular size bags and put this whole thing, which is 14 and a half, and then you could put 5 and a half more to make 20 ounces. You could put 5 and a half more to make 20 ounces. Or you could use whatever you want, okay? But if you double this, if you double the 10 ounces he says, then you want to double the Alfredo sauce, the chicken, and all the whatever he says, okay? But if you do like me, I'm going to use this whole 14 and a half. That's just 4 and a half more than he says. I'm going to add a little more of the ingredients, but just a little bit. Like, I'm not going to double the Alfredo sauce. Like, it's 16.9. So I'm not going to 0.9. So I'm not going to put 32 ounces. No. I'm probably going to put, let me see. This is just 5 ounces more. So I'll probably put this whole jar. Because this is 16.9 and then plus 17.9, 18, 19, 20, 21, 21, 5 point something more ounces. So I'll probably put the whole thing because that's not even near double because that's not even half a 16.8 is. So, okay? Oh, no. So I had the chicken in another bowl, but I had to move it to this smaller bowl because
I like stirring stuff. Let me grab a spoon.
Huh?
To mix the sauces and stuff, right?
No, when I mix everything that goes in the Doritos, I don't want to break up the chips, so we're going to use this.
Okay. All
right, let's start out. Okay, first we're going to put this in here. In here. My son's going to help me. This is last night. He's leaving me. He's leaving tomorrow morning. People, he's leaving me tomorrow morning. Dump the whole thing in there. So we're going to dump the whole bag in there. Like I said, I'm using the whole bag. Okay?
The bowl, Mom. Hold the bowl.
Huh? Oh, he told me to hold the bowl. I didn't hear him. I'm glad he came in to help. It'll be the last time. Okay? Now, it says to melt 1/4 of a tablespoon. This is half a tablespoon. But I'm going to go closer to this. I'm going to go a little more than 1/4, but not quite half. Because I didn't double it, but I did more than he said only 10 ounces of chips, Alvin. And it's 14 and a half. Okay? So I'm just going to put a little more than 1/4, but not quite this whole half. We're going to put it in my measuring cup over here. We're going to melt. Oops, not quite. Just.
It'll melt and go down to the bottom.
Okay, so we're going to melt that. And I'm not going to use that big stirring spoon. I'm going to use a wooden spoon. And when we put the butter on the chips, you do not have to stir it. Do not stir it, Alvin. Shake the bowl up a little bit to mix it up, but don't stir it. Okay? Do not stir the chips with the butter, okay? Just shake it up a little bit. Okay? We'll stir it when we put other stuff in there, but not. No, we're not going to stir the chips at all. We're going to stir it when stuff
There's barely any butter.
Let me see. Let me stir it.
There's none to stir.
Before you pour that in there, let me make sure that I got it right. I'm sure he said 1/4 of a tablespoon. And I did almost half a tablespoon.
Maybe said 1/4 of a cup.
Let's see. We're going to double check.
Makes the call.
Can you hear him? Oops. Oops.
Mom.
It's not. It's not. I love his shirt. I love this guy's shirt. What did he say?
He said a fourth of a tape.
He said a fourth of a tablespoon, didn't he?
Yeah.
And I did almost half.
And just put a little bit more.
You think he needs a little more? We don't want
If
to.
you want.
We're all right, but we're not. Give me the butter in there. We're gonna put a little bit more, but we're not soaking on the top. We're not soaking the chips now, Alvin.
All right.
Okay. So we're just gonna do a little bit more. Oops. Okay, guys, sorry. I just had to listen because his fourth of a tablespoon looks more than my 1/2 tablespoon, right, Alvin? Yeah, his looked more. His fourth of a tablespoon looked more than my 1/2 tablespoon. It's not done? Okay, guys, so that should be good enough. All right, pour it in there. I guess you don't need much. Just shake the bowl up a little bit. Yeah, we just shake the bowl up, okay? Once you put the butter in there, just shake the bowl up, okay? He said a fourth of a tablespoon. If you're doubling it, then double it. But double would have been 1/2 a tablespoon, and it still wasn't quite a. So just see what he, somewhere
No.
or half. Okay? Okay. So let's go. I'm going to turn this down so y'all don't hear it too much on camera. Don't block that too much so they can see me too. I'm here. He's here. All right. He was going to use that. He said 4 cups, but watch. Heck with that thing, he says.
No, so just put some in there.
Yeah, not all of it. And he just does that. But you can put a little bit extra than he does because I put 4.5 ounces. Because there's going to be more at the top. So I guess kind of half. A little bit more? Think that's good?
Yeah.
Okay, so put it on. All right, cheese. All right, the cheese is going to go across the chips. He said about 1/2 cup. So if you want to measure, that's fine, but we're just going to sprinkle a little bit. We're not going to do like a whole cup, and it's Colby Jack. You can use something else, but we're using Colby Jack for this recipe. All right, don't do a whole cup. You don't have to do a whole lot, just a little bit on there. We'll put more on the other layer, okay? All right, that's enough. All right, that's enough. I think that's a little more than 1/2 cup, but that's okay.
Oh well.
That's fine.
Who doesn't like cheese?
Huh? Okay. He says I probably didn't use the whole 4 cups. This bag is. You can tear it all the way off, and throw it away. Okay. So I hope this is enough room to stir everything. You think it's enough?
What are you putting?
This and a couple other things.
What's a couple other things?
Okay.
What's a couple other things?
This is going to go in with the chicken, the shredded chicken. Now it says 16.9 ounces, but since I used 4.5 ounces more of chips, I'm just going to.
This is 22 ounces.
It's about 5 ounces more, and I used Alvin. I'm using a little more chicken, and I use a little more chips, so we can use the whole jar. Okay. Okay.
You said the whole jar?
Yes. It's just 5 ounces more, and I used 4.5 ounces more of chips, and I don't know how much more chicken I used, but in this video, chicken did not look as much as mine. So he put about a cup or two of chicken maybe, and I put maybe closer to 4 cups because that's what a whole chicken is. But my husband accidentally didn't pick up a whole chicken. He picked up a container. It's where the whole chickens are, but it was 4 legs and thighs, and they equaled about the same amount as a whole chicken. So you just didn't get any white leg and yeah, you just didn't get any white chicken. Okay, now just leave the spoon in there. Now we are going to put it. Now, if I used a little bit more chicken and chips, Alvin, should I put an extra can of that, or just one is good enough?
One is good.
Okay, so if you double it,
are you draining it?
No, it said no. Do not drain it. Show them it's fire roast, guys. It's fire roasted. Show the computer. It's YouTube. It's fire roasted diced tomatoes. And I guess if you don't have it, you can use regular diced tomatoes. You just won't have that fire roasted taste. Okay. If you're doubling it, use 2 cans. But if you're just doing a little extra, you can just put 1 can, or I guess half another can. It's up to you. Okay, but it's what he was doing is 1 can. Yeah, 1 can is, even though I use a little extra chips and chicken, the 1 can should be good enough because you do not drain it. Now, if you're using a second can, if you double it, fine. But if you're only going to do like 1.5 cans, drain the second can because you don't want too much liquid.
All right, what else?
Okay, so we put the chicken, and then the Alfredo sauce, and then the can of fire roasted
tomatoes.
Diced tomatoes. Okay, let's see. And I just want to make sure I got it right. Let's see what came up. Come on, put your chicken in.
Just skip it.
Okay. Oh, just a little bit of taco seasoning. Not a whole. Now, if you use packets, do not put the whole packet, not even half a packet. About 1/4 of a packet. Maybe half a packet if you double it. So but if you're using this, guys, show it closer. If you're using that, just sprinkle a little bit on there or what you like. Just sprinkle. He just put a little bit. It looked like he may have put like 1/4 of a packet, but yeah, he didn't even put that much. I don't think, but it's good enough. Okay, put what you like. Okay. Oops, let's go back. It was still playing. All right, so he's putting in the tacos. He just put a little like this, Alvin. Look. Oh, you didn't see it, but he just put a little bit. Okay. So he put about half a cup of Colby Jack into it too. Okay? So he put about another half a cup of Colby Jack into the chicken mixture. Okay? So this whole recipe we're using Colby Jack, but if you like, you can use something else if you prefer. You know, cheddar. What is the other one? Mild cheddar, medium, and what else?
Sharp.
Sharp, I mean. You can. That was about half a cup. It's good. Half a cup, a little more, a little less. It's up to you. It's how you like cheese. Okay? Does this? Let me see.
Yeah, it smells good.
I can't smell it. I smelled the bowl. It's not something I've had before, so this is a try. If we don't like it, I'll never make it again. We'll see. We can only try, right? All right. Now the next step is dump the whole thing into the casserole dish on top of the chips that's mixed with the melted butter, and then the half a cup of Colby Jack, and then this mixture. Babe. What's the volume on this? Okay, just checking. Just want to make sure you guys weren't hearing the TV. Okay? So, remember it's chicken, Alfredo sauce, fire roasted diced tomatoes, a little bit of taco seasoning. Wait a minute, and then what else do we? Oh, we put about half a cup of Colby Jack cheese. Okay, let's see. Oh, he didn't put no more on there?
Not till it comes out the oven.
Let me see. Oh, that and then the cheese. Okay. So the top layer. Hold on. Sorry, it was trying to reconnect. Hi, Lokita. How are you doing? How are you doing? Yeah, the chips at the bottom might be a little soggy. All right, but when it comes out the oven, you put another layer of chips on top. You add some more cheese, and you put it in for about maybe 5 minutes, just enough for the cheese to melt on top of the top layer of chips. Those won't get real soggy because they're just going to be in the oven about 5 minutes with the cheese on top, the top layer. But the bottom layer might get a little soggy, a little bit, but they might have a little crunch. But what I do suggest, hi, Annie Ebri. I still couldn't say your name. But anyways, how are you doing? So what are you cooking for dinner, Lokita? So, if you like making leftovers, this is one meal I've never made it, so this is my first, but I do not suggest leftovers because sitting in the refrigerator might make the chips even soggier, and the ones on top, if they're not soggy, because they're only going in the oven for 5 minutes, so only the bottom part of the chips might be soggy. Like, no, I'm talking about like, okay, if I say I take one of these, okay, and I lay it right on the top, only the bottom part of this chip might be a little soggy because it's on top of the mixture, but the top part probably won't. But the bottom layer underneath the mixture might be a little soggy. It'd probably not be too much, but it might be a little. I'll let you guys know at the end when I taste it if the bottom ones at the bottom are soggy. I'll let you know that, okay? But if you put it in the refrigerator overnight to have leftovers the next day, there's two things. Number one, the chips most definitely probably get, the ones on top will probably get soggy, and the ones on bottom, they'll probably get super soggy. Okay? Second of all, I know you can heat stuff up in the microwave or in the oven, but reheating something mixed with soggy chips might not be a good idea. That's why I have another recipe I did that said to add Fritos, but it said not to add them and mix them because you're going to mix it in. It's a dip, but you're not going to mix them in until you're ready to serve. You can make the dip ahead of time, but don't put the Fritos in there because they will get soggy. Like, let's say you're not serving it for 2 hours until 2 hours later. They'll get soggy, so don't put them in there until you're ready to serve. See what I'm saying? That's what it's, that's, the chips can get soggy. So, don't do that. But let's see. I think it said 30 minutes, but let me double check.
And then what happens? Okay, so it's been 30 minutes. Look at it. He's looking at something in the corner over here. Okay, so it's been. We're gonna go with more Kobe Jack. And with the heightened senses that canines have, could she actually see the old hag? All out.
Most traditional.
Hold on, guys. Okay, so yes, it will be $3.50, like I said. Sorry, it keeps wanting to refresh. So it is going to be $3.50, and it is going to be for 30 minutes. So let me uncover. So let me get this in this oven. Okay, it's in there. It's at $3.50. I just want to make sure. Let's kitchen timer. Okay, now let's close up this cheese. Now, when it's done, we are going to put another layer of chips. We got a lot left, so. Sorry, I didn't want to talk. Huh? We're going to put another layer, and then we're going to stick some more Colby Jack on top of it. And then put it back in the oven for about 5 minutes just to melt the cheese. Now the cheese, I'm just going to put at the top of my refrigerator, not in the cheese drawer where I have all my cheeses. Because I'm going to use it again, but I just didn't want for it to sit out. Because the kitchen and the living room gets kind of hot with the oven on, so I didn't want the cheese to be out. So since it's 30 minutes, I put the cheese in the oven. Cheese in the oven. Cheese in the refrigerator. Okay? Okay, so give me just 1 second here. I am going to still talk to you guys. So you can see me or you can go. I know, I still haven't figured out where to put this. So when I'm standing near the sink, you can see my face. Because look what you see. You just see my mouth and maybe a tad bit of my nose. I have to stand like this for you to see my whole face. So I'm trying to figure it out. But if I do this, okay, you can see my head. But if I move, can you see the stove? No. So here's my plan until I figure it out. When I'm cooking, I'm going to do this. So y'all can see me cooking. Doing my thing. And I'll just turn my head once in a while. When I'm over here by the sink or not talking to you guys, I'll lean it down like that, okay? Now, I wasn't going to really wash dishes, but I want to rinse this bowl out that had the chicken. That had the chicken mixture in it. I don't know. I am the type of person that likes to rinse my dishes, even if I'm not going to wash them right away. Oops, sorry guys, it slipped because I had it tilted like that. It was slipping. But because I'm not going to, that's how I am. I like to. Rinse my dishes, especially. Well, see, if I tilt it too much, it starts sliding. So, okay, so. See, they turned our water off all day. Well, they didn't turn it off till near 12. It was supposed to be 9, like 10 to 5, but it was near 12. They were going to turn it off. Because they changed the time they turned it off, I didn't know what time they were going to turn it back on. I was just hoping before I did my cooking. Well, anyways, now every time, look, see it's on? But look, I'm going to show you guys. YouTube, you might not see it, but see? My water's on, but look what happens when I turn it off. It slowly goes to a slow drizzle and then turns off. It never did that before, but I think that'll stop by tomorrow. It's just because the water was recently turned on before I started going live with you guys. So it just needed some time to acclimate back into, when your water's been turned off for hours and then it comes back on. You know how sometimes when you turn it back on, it goes pop, 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 pop. When it first comes on before it actually comes out. Yeah, so, yeah. It's because they said there was some water problems in our apartment complex, so they needed to turn the whole complex on so they can work on some water issues and fix some stuff, but they needed to turn it off to because they can turn water, like let's say somebody, because we're in building 1, okay, we're on the back side of the apartments because building 1 starts on the back side where the exit gate is, but we can go in and out because that gate's been broken forever. So cars go in and out. But anyways, let's say the water, something was wrong in somebody's apartment with water that they needed to turn off on building 1. Then they can turn the water off just to building 1. They've done that before when they had to fix something in our apartment, I think. In our other apartment we used to live in before we came back here and before we left for West Virginia, we were at another apartment. I think there was something wrong in our apartment building. No, I don't think it was us. It was somebody in our apartment building, our apartment number. We were apartment 18. So I think it was someone in our building 18. So they turned the water off to just building 18. So all of us in building 18 didn't have water, but everybody else did. But you see what I'm saying? But that wasn't for like 5 hours. It was like a couple hours. But you see what I'm saying? But they had to turn it off to the whole entire apartment complex. From building 1 to building, however big the building, I don't know. By the office, I don't know what's the last building number. I don't know. Because the ones by the office is all the way on the other end, so that's probably the last. So I think there's building 16, 17, I don't know. We were in building 18 at my other apartment, so. And I think we were were we the highest? I don't remember. So that means we had at least 18 buildings. So, you know. Because usually if it has 3 numbers like ours, 111 or 110 or 112, it's like building 1. But if you have if your door number is like 1023, 1023, then it's usually, let's say it's 1023 or 1023, 1024, 10 whatever, 10, 16, 10 whatever, but it starts with 10. Then it's probably building 10. Because ours, one of our apartments we lived in 2021 and 22 was 7111. 4 numbers. So because it was 7111, you would think that the first 2 numbers is the building number, or the first number if it's only 3 numbers. So that would make it building 71, right? Most likely. But we don't have 71 buildings. Because you would have to go from 1 to 71. I don't know. So, but ours was building 7. Just building 7. So usually when you have 4 numbers, the first 2 numbers are your building number. When you have 3 numbers, the first number is your building number. But when you have 4 numbers and it's like starts with 71 or some big high number like that, I don't think that is building 71. It's probably just the first number, like ours was. So, but anyways, that was beyond the point of what I was saying. Hold on, I'm gonna just put the spoon away. Okay, so who's gonna come on and talk to me? Come talk to me. Come talk to me. Woo woo. Shannon, if you come on YouTube or Facebook, I know my voice is not good, but I'm just singing to pass some time and be cool with you guys. Okay? Nobody is on here right now. Let's see. Yes, I'm strong and healthy. And yes, that was your brother. Hi, Susan. If you come and watch the replay, I'm sorry I missed you. I didn't see you come on. I'm sorry. Hi, Susan. How are you doing? Let's see. Okay. So I think I got most of you. I saw Annie. Okay. I saw Lokita. But Susan is the only one I missed. I'm sorry, Susan. Okay, if you see this, you want to come back on? Come back on, okay? Now, let's see. Let's check YouTube. Nope. Okay, so YouTube, I put the Cash App. Remember, it's in my husband's name. But I did not put the Amazon wish list. I keep saying I'm going to put the Amazon wish list on after I'm done going live. But every time I forget. But I'm going to try it now. Okay, let's see. Let me go here. Let me go to my YouTube. Okay, let me switch over to my cooking channel. Okay, so let me go to my live. Hold on. I think the pasting has gone out. So I have to copy, I mean. Okay, guys. Okay. There we go. So, hold on. Okay, guys, so yes, it did come on there on YouTube. Okay? So, okay. All right, so we're almost at 16 and a half minutes. 16 and a half minutes, okay? So we've almost gone. So we've almost. So, okay, sorry, my daughter texted me. I was just texting her back. So let's see. Let me check. All right, tell me who's on here. Are you still on here, Lokita? Because I saw that it says Lokita's watching, but that was the last time you came on. But then it went to 0, so I thought you went off. There's 2 of you who are watching, Every, and Lokita. Then it went to 0. So I thought nobody was watching. Now it's back to 2. So I don't know if you two are still on here. Let me know who's on here, because I don't want to think there's like 2 trolls up in the corner that won't come down and at least say hi to me. So let me know if it's who's watching so I can know. So
Get out of my house. Get out of my house. I don't want you people in my house. I told you this time and time again.
So, let me know if you're on here. Say hi if you're new on here. I mean, like if you just came on here. But if you've already been on here and you haven't left, let me know you're still here, because the 2 people that were on here left. I thought left, but I don't know if you're still on here or not. So let me know who's left on here, because I see it says 2 are watching. Nobody on YouTube, but 2 are watching on Facebook. So let me know.
He keeps showing me bruises all over his body. He had bruises everywhere at that source. He was left to die. He was left to die.
Joseph, was that you moving around us in here?
Oh, now it says 1 person. Well, whoever that 1 person is, well, now it's back to 0. So I'm figuring the 2 in the corner were trolls. If it wasn't trolls, then y'all need to tell me that. But now we're down to 12 and a half minutes. Okay, 12 and a half minutes. Okay, I just saw some stuff on my floor. So I was sweeping it out of my way. And YouTube, I'm just moving the chair that the computer's on, because I saw some stuff that I needed to get that was, the chair was in the way. So I'm still here, guys. Okay?
He's there.
It was just some stuff in the kitchen. I don't like walking all up in the kitchen and, having stuff all there. Well, there's a lot of dirt and dust and stuff from outside, all by where my little plastic things are, where we put the shoes on, by my back door, and all sorts of stuff, and behind the couch. But tomorrow, since my son is leaving with the other person in the morning, during the day I'm going to do a good sweep, like move the 3 plastic drawer I have over here by my deep freezer, where I keep all the kitchen utensils, and my dog big container that I keep her food in, and all sorts of stuff. I'm going to move stuff around. The little shelf I have, the small shelf I have that holds light stuff and everything.
The greatest middleweights of all time.
I'm going to move a lot of stuff around, and I'm going to
You bastard.
do a really good sweeping and pick up everything in my room and sweep there too. And then after that, I'm going to do a good mopping. Like I'm going to mop part of the house, and then I'm going to, because the floor gets dirty, so the water gets dirty, so I'm going to dump it and then redo the water for the other part of the house. It's not a big one, but maybe for the bathroom, my bedroom, and maybe the hallway. and maybe the dining room. And then I'll since the bathroom in our bedroom is not that big and the dining room, then I'll, put some clean water in there and do behind the couch and around by the door and come out into the living room, but that's what I'm going to do. Okay? So,
Cindy in the upstairs bedroom, automatic writing.
hold on, guys.
There's this energy here talking about
I'm going to send something to my daughter. Hold on.
It's like a pressure washer.
souls. They're giving me energy.
They're like, damn, bro.
I am hearing footsteps right now, right outside the door. You are all alone.
I can't lose that image.
Okay.
Babies and the forest and the rocks and
All at once.
Okay, hold on, guys.
Exactly. Just the fun in it. The mystery.
Sorry that happened. If you're out here right now, do something to let me know that you're here with me.
Who are you talking to?
Why?
Oh, I thought you were talking to Mariah. No? Did she tell you about that thing she wants you to get out of your car and give it to me?
What thing?
She didn't tell you yet? Does she know you're leaving tomorrow? Um, Croc Charm.
Oh, okay.
You know where that is?
Yeah, I know what it is.
All right, give it to me tonight before you leave. When you take stuff out to the car, get it and bring it in. And what are you doing with your uniform? I'm just asking my son something. Take it with you. Do something with it. I don't want it.
All right, cool.
Okay. So, we have 6 minutes and 45 seconds. Hi, Shannon. How are you doing? See, I did like I asked the other day. We talked about it. I asked y'all, and I only did one live. I didn't do an afternoon live because y'all gave me the advice that I should just go live once. Since Elizabeth Gibbs was this afternoon at 3:00, but since I was going live tonight on the same page, I might as well do it as one, and I did. So, but I know I said yesterday I was supposed to go on Elizabeth Light. Remember me saying the day before when I was on Elizabeth Gibbs, and I was asking you your opinion about me coming live tonight? And I said, I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'll be going on Elizabeth's Light. Okay, if you're wondering where I was, I will explain. We left here at about 1:15, 1:20. The other guy who's staying here. We had to go pick up, it was using my son's car. We had to go pick up my husband at 2:00 from work because he was supposed to get out at 4, but he told him a few days early he had to leave 2:00 on Thursday because we had to go to the Texas DMV. It's not like where you get your driver's license. It's for other titles and other different stuff. No, actually we had to go get a bonded title because I'll have to explain that. But a bonded title is when you're given a car and you don't have a title on it. We weren't like given a car. Like the guy who's staying with us, he's leaving. They're leaving tomorrow. Okay, him and my son. They're going in my son's car. My son's leaving early because he needs to make a job interview and he really wants this job. He was going to leave at the end of the month, anyways, but now he's leaving sooner. So, because he wants to go back up there. But, so I'm going to miss my son. But, anyways, when we left yesterday, I forgot my phone. We were only a few minutes down the road. I asked the other guy because he was driving, because I don't like driving too much. I asked him, could he turn around, please, and can we get my phone? But, you know, I said, are we going to be late if we do? And he thought we were, so he didn't turn around, and I didn't have my phone, and I was fine with it at first. And then I remembered that I was supposed to go live at 1:30. But I couldn't even tell you guys I couldn't. I didn't have my phone. Then once we picked my husband up and got to that Texas DMV, because we had an appointment for 2:30. You sign in on this machine, okay? On this little machine. You click yes, I have an appointment, or no, I don't. Because you can do walk-ins. I didn't know that, but when you say yes, it asks for there's a number, like B8102 or something like that. There's a number they give you in an email that they sent you, and I saw that number, but I didn't have it memorized. But I couldn't get it because I didn't have my phone in my email. So my husband, he went just to look up. He already has an email, but instead of signing out of his, he went and searched up Gmail and all this good stuff trying to bring up my email, and I signed in, but I had to do a secondary to prove it was me. So they said, log on to YouTube or Facebook or something, click yes, it's you. And then I said, can I do it another way? Then it says, we're going to send a code to your phone and blah, 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 ending in 58 and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I don't have my phone to receive the code. So I'm like, if I had my phone to go on to YouTube and click, yes, that's me, or was it Facebook? Yes, that's me, or get the code from my phone number, then I wouldn't have needed him to try to get onto YouTube, my Gmail for me. So I had to click no, we don't have an appointment. And that means we ended up spending an hour or more there because what we were there for took a little longer than what the other people, because you know, when you go to places and you get a ticket with the number, the B's were for bonded titles, the R's are for something else, and the Y's are for something else, and blah blah blah. So if bonded titles take a little longer, so they could be calling somebody who came in after us that's there for something different because it's quicker while we wait for. So anyways, point is, we were there for over an hour, and then we had to go down a few doors, and we had to get something called a surety bond or a title or something. I don't know. Surety, Surety. It's hard to explain, but we had to do that, and then we had to go pick up my son at 5 o'clock. We were 10 minutes late for him, but because of that, all that time I was without my phone, so I couldn't go live. So I didn't get home till a little bit after 5. So I didn't have my phone. And I meant to write that, put that in on Elizabeth's Life so people would know why I didn't go live yesterday, but I didn't. Sorry. And I meant to type a message saying I was going to go live today at 5:45, the time I put on my thing, so people would know. But I had put 5:45 on my regular event. You know when I create an event, okay? Because you sometimes like them on Elizabeth's Life. But you know how I create an event? Well, on Elizabeth Gibbs, this page, I put 5:45 for the event. I didn't put 1:30. I didn't put 3 o'clock for my regular Fridays. Remember how I said I go live at 3 o'clock on Fridays? I didn't put that.
You were like, he actually put his intestines. He was really committed to it.
I put 5:45. So the event was telling you that I was going at 5:45. Because that's what I was going to do on Tuesdays and Fridays. If Tuesdays land on Elizabeth Gibbs or Fridays land on Elizabeth Gibbs, then I'll go just one time when I do my cooking live. It'll be my afternoon live and my cooking live combined as one. Okay? That'll make it easier. But since it landed on a Friday, Tuesday, it'll probably won't land on Elizabeth Gibbs. It'll probably land on Elizabeth's Life. Let me see. Friday,
I remember the episode where they put a bug
Sunday. No, I'll go live on
She was living in like a homeless place or whatever.
Elizabeth Gibbs this page again on Sunday, and then Tuesday. Yeah, so we'll land on Tuesday. So I'll end up doing one live on Tuesday then. Well, when I go live Sunday, I'll just put whatever time I'm going to go live on for dinner on Tuesday. I'll just put that time on my event. Then it'll be, let me see, next time it'll be Thursday and then Saturday and then Monday. Okay, so 1 week it will be Tuesday and Friday. The next week it will be Saturday and Monday. So every other week, it'll end up. So 1 week it'll be on both cooking days, and the next week it'll be on Saturday and Monday. So it won't. So yeah. Okay. All right. So timer went off. Okay. So I'm gonna move this bowl of chips. I'm gonna move that. Okay. So.
Oh, it looks good.
So I'm going to show you guys what it looks like before I add, so you can see that, because the chips will cover it. Let me show you. This is what it looks like. Okay? You can see some of the chips
Not many.
in the corner. See? Yeah, it's like my one friend, Lokita, she said
No, show on Facebook.
that the chips are probably going to be soggy. The ones on the bottom, she's right, they might be a little soggy. But the ones on top won't be that soggy. Hold on, let me show. Watch out. Okay, YouTube. I know it's hard to see. This look, see this is not very bright. Can y'all see that? Okay. So now what we do next is we are going to put the another layer of chips on top, and then we're going to sprinkle some more cheese on top of those, and then we're going to put it in the oven for just 5 minutes or something to melt the cheese on top of the chips. That's it. For about 5 minutes. That's about it.
You don't know for Dorito casserole thing. Yeah, I don't know. When
That one got a lot of the Dorito seasoning.
you said when what?
Get some over here. Well, using the whole thing might have been, for my casserole dish, it might have been. But this meal, I do advise,
I made one before.
don't make enough for leftovers because the chips will be too soggy and it won't taste right. You think so? No. I don't think this one is good for leftovers, do you? Because the chips will get soggy. Do we need some more chips on this side? No?
No, it'll be fine.
My son's probably going to enjoy the leftovers in the bowl. Like, get some right. Make sure all the chips get cheese. It says half a cup on the first layer of chips, half a cup in the bowl with the chicken mixture, and then half a cup on the top. So half a cup each place. But if you want to put a little more than half a cup, you are more than welcome to. Okay? That's just what it said. But, when it comes to cheese, you can put more or less. Get all the air out. I sometimes fold it and then put...
Yep.
Here, you done with that?
Yeah.
Okay, let's put it back in the oven.
Starts down in the oven. Yeah, it does actually. You got some
Okay,
chicken,
guys, sorry. If I lean over
chicken, some Alfredo
to
sauce,
do something in the bottom of the
some
fridge,
fire roasted tomatoes,
and you guys can
cheese,
see my
and
butt,
Cool Ranch
I'm sorry.
Doritos.
I didn't mean to say it like that, but if y'all see my butt, I'm sorry.
Jesus, dump Kool-Aid in it.
Close that. Okay, watch that oven. Let's get this.
That'd be fucked up.
All right, so where did I put the? All right, we're gonna put it in here for open that. We're gonna put it in here for about 5 minutes. I can lift it from the oven with one hand, but it's on top of my cookie sheet, so I couldn't get it up. So I need to do this. I mean, I can lift it out, but because it was
but you'll be famous.
on top of my cookie sheet, I couldn't get it up. So
No, I said it's a do some outrageous
Okay.
stuff. People will hate you, but you'll be famous.
So let me put the timer. Excuse me. You can take it. Timer. 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. I'm gonna have to clean my cookie sheet because I think while my son was putting some cheese on top, he dropped some on the side of the cookie sheet, and because the cookie sheet's a little warm from sitting on top of my stove, there's melted cheese on them. I see it. I'll just wash it because sitting up here it gets crumbs everywhere. I know. I'm gonna start putting it down in this cabinet, up down here, down in that cabinet, down there with the other cookie sheet where it belongs. I just been leaving it up here, and people just been moving it when they need to use that burner, and then putting it back. But I'm gonna put it down there because we haven't been using it that much. We use it when we cook like garlic bread the other day when I make taco spaghetti, when I make biscuits for a meal, when. That's it for a long time because we've been using this toaster oven to make the taquitos, nuggets, and all sorts. My son has, and I have. But if we're gonna have, like, let's say we're gonna all have taquitos. I want some. My son wants some. My husband wants some, and the other guy who's here wants. If everybody wants some, then I use the oven for it because I'll have to use the cookie sheet because we'll have a whole bunch. But if it's just a single one of us, sometimes two of us can fit enough to, and it's kind of, it got like, my toaster oven is no more than 3 or 4 months old. I don't know, but this is greasy. I was gonna wash it earlier before I cooked my, what did I, before I made my, chicken nuggets and french fries in here. Because I can put nuggets on half and then fries on the other half. My son does that all the time. He puts pizza here, small individual pizza and then fries, nuggets, fries, taquitos, fries, whatever. But I was going to wash it with hot water before I used it because I put oil on there anyways. But I forgot my water was off, so they turned it off, like I said earlier. So, so I couldn't wash it before. So I did throw away the foil that was on there because it was all messed up. But there was foil on there, and sometimes the grease from the food goes through the foil and still gets on the. It doesn't make the pan dirty; it just makes it greasy. Like feel greasy. It's not like food stuck on there. It's not like food pieces on there. It's just greasy because it went through the foil. Yeah. But so I just put a clean foil on there and because I like to rinse my plates after I use them, especially if they haven't, like mine was gonna have some Chick-fil-A sauce because we buy some. I was gonna use that this time. I use ketchup sometimes, ranch sometimes, whatever I'm in the mood for. So
That's what I would do, bro.
this time was Chick-fil-A sauce, but I didn't want, like, when you have some of the dipping sauce left over because you didn't use it all, and you want to rinse it off your plate, but I wouldn't have been able to, and I didn't want any bugs getting to it. So instead, what I did is I took a piece of foil, I wrapped my plate, not the bottom of it, but the whole top of it and the sides. I wrapped it, put my food on there and the dipping sauce, and all I had to do was pick up the foil, bunch it up, and throw it away. The plate was still clean. And I told my son to do that too when he came home. When he got home. What he did was, he used the same foil that I used for my nuggets and stuff, because it wasn't really that bad. No problem. But when he was done, he just picked up the whole foil from the pan and put it on his plate. Which it was still going to make the plate greasy because the bottom of the foil probably would have been greasy because this pan is greasy. So whatever foil you lay on it, the bottom of that will probably still be greasy. So if there's any grease on the bottom of the foil, it would have got on the plate. But I felt his plate. It wasn't greasy. It really wasn't. So had me a Sprite, and then after this, when I'm still thirsty, I'm going to have me some apple juice. Yes, I bought myself 2 apple juices. I've got about half a bottle of the second one. Can you believe that I got half a bottle of the second apple juice, and it's only been, let me see, today's the 8th? Yes, it's only been 1 week since I bought the apple juices.
90% of the NBA is called up with you.
My last time I shopped, the last month, and got 2 apple juices, it lasted longer. One lasted longer than a week. But I think the last one, my son was helping me, was drinking some too, but it's okay. But because it was only me drinking it, but this time my son drank some. So it went a little faster, but
From France, we just went to one over this past year for the Spurs.
okay, guys, let me take a picture of it, then I will show you guys.
Oh, he was like 7'4". No, he might have been like 7'6".
Okay.
Yeah, but he only played a few years because of injuries. Yeah, like
Okay.
he died 2 weeks ago.
All right. Facebook, here it is. That's why I wanted to show you before we put these chips on there, because you wouldn't have been able to see the chicken mixture. And that's why I showed you before I put it in the oven.
I'm gonna try
So
it.
you see that? Give me the computer. My son dropping shit everywhere.
Language.
Oh, excuse my language, Facebook and YouTube.
My mom's cussing on her live.
All right, put it back.
Who just get
Okay,
banned
just in
instantly?
case. YouTube, I know my computer screen sometimes it's hard to see the stuff through it. My iPad, it's really good. But when I show y'all pictures, I can tell that it looks kind of blurry. So I'm going to show you this just in case.
What'd you
I'll
do with
just
the
throw it
black
this way.
spoon?
Oh, you're going to use that to scoop it? I put it back because I didn't think. Can y'all see that?
Or do you want to use a wooden one?
Okay, I'm hoping y'all can see that. If not, if you can scoop out with that. If not, I will definitely, if that was hard to see, by the time you watch this, I might have already posted a picture on YouTube. So tonight I'm going to post the picture I took and you can see it better. Okay? I always going to post pictures on YouTube so y'all can see it better. Facebook, I still post pictures on there even though y'all saw it good. Because somebody might not want to watch the video or might not, and they might just see the picture. So my son is going to try it and he'll tell you how it tastes. He'll thumbs up it. Just tell me if the bottom chips are soggy. Is it good? Thumbs up?
Yeah, it's good.
He likes it, see? All they can see is all they can see. And is the bottom chip soggy? The ones that were on the bottom?
Not really, maybe a little bit. Jesus.
But wasn't that shirt cool that guy had on?
The Doritos one?
Would you wear that? Probably not.
Sure.
It's not completely soggy, is it? Okay, so there you go. My son said he liked it. I know he didn't back up too much like this so you can see his face, but oh, I forgot to. I was supposed to let my brother know I was coming live. I didn't put thumbs down. Oh, sorry guys. If you see the thumb down thing, it probably my thumb was probably close like this, but it was like this. My hand was on the sink edge and my hand on the refrigerator handle. Just standing like this. See, it keeps doing it. I don't mean to do that. I meant to do this. Okay? But I'll have to text my brother and let him know I'm sorry. Because he said text him the link, but there is no link. Unless afterwards, when it's posted, there's a link I can copy and send to him. But all he had to do was come on my Elizabeth Gibbs page, which he knows. He's been my follower since day one. Or my YouTube, which he subscribed to. And he would have seen that I was live.
What a way to go out.
You know when you go onto somebody's page, their timeline, and even if you don't get notified, if you look at their picture in the corner, their profile picture, there will be a little red square on it that says live. it's saying that they're live now. It's a little red, like rectangle, and in it says live. So that's how you know that they're live right now.
I don't mind that.
So, but anyways,
But I can't do that.
let's see the extra chips that are left in here. I could scoop some of the stuff up and eat it, but some of them are little. Some of them are too little. Let me scoop this over. It's kind of okay. So let me scoop some in this bowl.
Sounds fun.
I was gonna hold the casserole dish. Now, see, even though I put extra chips, extra chicken, extra whatever, it's probably going to be just enough to
They don't
feed
catch you.
the four of us here. There's not going to be no leftovers, which I said we don't want leftovers anyway, because we'll have
Get caught.
soggy chips. Even the ones on top are not as soggy as the bottom. The bottoms are not totally soggy. My son just said it. He said that it's not that. The bottom ones are a little soggy, but not that much. But the top ones will definitely get soggy, but the bottom ones will be even soggier than they already are. So, Alvin, you left your tea in here. Instead of grabbing his tea, he's so concerned on getting that next bite.
Huh? It's Kool-Aid.
See? Oh, Kool-Aid. Well, whatever. I heard my son crunch down, and it had a little crunch to it. So it was still a little crunchy. It still had a little crunch to it. Or it could have been the top chip. I don't know. But, babe? It's already started?
20 minutes ago.
All right, Alvin's sitting there, so make room. I'm coming in a few minutes. All right, guys. So usually I taste it, then give it to my husband, but I walked out there and gave it to him right away. I forgot that I had to taste it for you guys. I did. I didn't forget y'all were on. Oh, I wanted to use a blue bowl. It's okay. I don't know why. We got these bowls, but I still rather use the blue bowl. But I forgot that one was in the sink, and we only have 4 of them. So let me put my amount here, and then probably be my last meal with my son. He's leaving me tomorrow morning. How could he do this to his mama? How could let me turn the oven off. How could my son do this to his mama? How in the world? Yeah, I am a little bit sad about it, but I'm just over exaggerating right now. Okay. Alrighty. So we are going to go ahead and we are going to do this taste test. YouTube and Facebook. So here we go. Did you leave off here, Shannon? Okay, so. Oh, I was going to scoop this up, but that's cheese. I know it's cheese. Let me get a chip. So you can see the steam, can you? See that steam? I can see it looking through my iPad. See that? I don't know if you guys can. Can y'all see that steam? I can see it looking through the computer. Mm. Yes, it is good. I will promise you, the bottom will not be as crunchy as it was before you put it in. It won't. It will have a small crunch to it. It's not completely soggy, squishy. It has a small crunch to it still. And the top will have a little bit of a bigger crunch. Okay? The top will have a little bit of a bigger crunch because It was been on top. Okay, so it is really good. I'm going to go ahead and get off of here, Facebook and YouTube. And I am going to end this live the way I end all lives. I appreciate each and every one of you who came on here. And I appreciate anybody who's going to watch the replay later on. And if you'd like to give stars, it's greatly appreciated. You can give stars on this live, the replay, post, reels, whatever. On my other page, Elizabeth's Life, you can only do live and replay. But you can use both pages and do Cash App if you want instead of stars. Or since my other page can't receive that many stars, you can donate. You can buy something and send it to the Amazon wish list. And on this page, if you'd like to help me with my bonus, you can help by hearting, not just liking my post, hearting my post, and commenting 3 words or more. I need all the help I can get so I can bring up my bonus. It's free to help. You don't have to pay to heart my post. You don't have to pay to comment 3 words or more. Okay, and share my post. Share my reels too. They won't help with my bonus, but they'll help me be able to get monetized in other ways. Okay? So share, comment 3 words or more, heart my post, heart, and like my reels too, but mostly heart my post, like when you click love. Yeah. Okay? And on my other page, Elizabeth's Life, Elizabeth's _S Life, L-I-F-E. You can subscribe to my page. It's only $2.99 a month. If you don't like it after the first month, you can cancel. If I get 5 subscribers or more, I've got 1 so far. If I get 5 or more, I will go live twice a week, just me and the subscribers. If I can get 15 or more, then every 15th of the month, I will pick a name from a hat or a bowl, whatever, and send y'all a prize. Okay? It won't be a dollar prize either, so don't worry about that. But I'll pick it on a subscriber live, okay? Now, if the 15th of the month comes and I don't have 15 subscribers, then I won't pick a winner. And I haven't had one since this started. So we have till April 5th. No, we have till March 15th. But I doubt I'm going to get that. So we shall see. Okay? But I appreciate everyone. The ones who came on, the ones who will come on watch the replay. Stay positive. I love you guys. And I'll see you tomorrow on my next live, which will be on Elizabeth's Life at 1:30 p.m. Central. Okay, 1:30 p.m. Central tomorrow on Elizabeth's Life. All right, talk to you guys later. So, bye, Facebook. All right, YouTube, it'll be tomorrow, 1:30 p.m. Central. I'll be on Elizabeth _S Life, L-I-F-E, on Facebook. So if you're not following me on there, come over there and check me out. Also, check me out on Elizabeth Gibbs, the page I go live for my cooking as well on Facebook. Okay? And if you're not subscribed to this YouTube, but you just happen to catch me live, please subscribe. And if you do subscribe, check the all so you can get notified when I go live or when I upload a video or a short or anything. I need all the subscribers I can get. I thank you and I appreciate you guys. Bye.